Hey, what's going on? Big Grime again with Battery 3, and I'm going to show you how to use this drum sampler and make it to use it as a multi-sampler. Um, the first thing you want to do is uh, show all of your pads. So I usually go to Edit, Matrix Size, go out with a 16 by 8, show all of the available pads you have. Now you want to make sure your samples, it depends on the sample, because some synthesizers, they have more movement to them. What do I mean by that? It could be like arpeggiation, or it could be filter changes. So it might be, like if you're using low pass, the cut could be low and then gradually go to high. I mean all the way open, and so those things make this way of multi-sampling more difficult, but it's more straight up like this. And it has a little bit of change towards the end, but it's not that dramatic. So I'm gonna do this. So let's say I have this multi-sample is the C key and the F flat key are recorded. I'm just gonna use the C keys. So this is my C key right here. I press the C key on my keyboard. It's the same thing. So I can drag or double click. I'll drag it over. And then I'll go to C2. And you can find C2 on your keyboard. Let you know where the button is. See it highlights when I hit it. So I need to highlight that one. And I can just double click on the sound of C2. And you gotta make sure that it's correctly recorded. Sometimes they have CDs that have multi-samples. That makes it easy for you. Alright, so you go to these samples, you go to cell. The first thing I like to do is change the envelope. I turn it on, release all the way down, and this is all the way up. So when I hit it, and I hold it down, it plays a sound, but when I let go, it stops playing the sound. Alright, now you want to go to key range. It's at C1, that's the key that it starts, and this is the key that'll end. You want to stop it at B1. So when I play all the way up to B1, it plays that same sound. Now I go to tracking. Tracking means it's going to change the pitch as I play up the key. If I have it untracked, it'll play the same pitch. No matter between C1 and B1, it will play the same pitch. But when I hit tracking, it's going to change the pitch. Alright. I want to do the same thing for my C2 key. Release all the way down. It's all the way up. I want to change. It starts at C2. I want to end on B2. So I hit tracking. So now the pitch will change. So now you can play it like it's a synthesizer. Now the only catch to this is that when you want to change, let's say you want to add a filter to it, it's going to individually add a filter. So if I click on this, I can add a filter to it, but it's only going to add a filter between this and this. I'm not going to add a filter to this. So you got to kind of individually go in and change, all the different effects individually, from one sample to the next. It's kind of a pain, but other than that, um, you can do multi-samples in battery, and this is a great way of doing your samples, like after you record off a record, if there's like strings or something. This is a good way to kind of multi-sample off of one sample. It only works to a certain degree. You can't stretch it out too much to too many keys. It starts sounding weird. And you can mess around with the time stretch, and that might give you a little better results as far as being able to use more keys, but it's limited. So I try to keep it within, the C key range from one C key to the next. That's kind of like a rule that I go by. All right. Check out Big Grime at myspace.com/BigGrime1.